Hello everybody and welcome to your reading. I'm going to do 4 different random readings and just go with whatever spirit gives me. And instead of this reading you picking a deck or picking a card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a court card at the start of each reading so that you will know based on your zodiac sign if this message is for you specifically. I will also leave timestamps, so if the first message isn't for you, perhaps the second, third, or fourth one will be, or perhaps all 4 will be for you. So I'm going to get started with the first reading and see what sign is coming out. And this will be for your sun, moon, or rising sign, or if there's another person involved in the message that's coming through, this will be their zodiac sign. So let's see who this is for. Okay, we have the Seeker of Flames. So this is for those of you that are a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or potentially an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius involved with your question or the outcome and message of this reading. So let's pull the cards and see for my fire signs. And again, this is for fire, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, so at the base of this reading, we have the 4 of Pentacles, and I'm just going to get everything pulled out. And then we have Strength sitting on top of that. The root is 2 of Cups, so definitely involves another person. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Cups, so could involve a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. In your mind, we have the Queen of Swords. So you are deeply analyzing this situation. In the near future, we have the 6 of Wands, which is awesome because that means victory and reward for you. Where you're at is the Prince of Wands. So yes, this is a very strong message for a fire sign energy. And, you know, with this being the Seeker, especially if you are a sun, moon, rising Sagittarius, the energy around you or the other person involved, we have Judgment. So there's some karma going on there. And hopes and fears, we have the 8 of Wands, wanting communication, wanting things to go your way. And the outcome is the 4 of Cups. And in this deck, it says luxury. All right. Want to get everything properly displayed for you. Okay, so 4 of Cups at the, 4 of Pentacles at the very center of this reading. There is definitely some energy that is closed up. There's uncertainty, you know, it's slow moving, not a lot of information, and you just have to be strong and patient and wait for this. There's a lot of emotions in the past, a lot going through you, and now we're in the mental body because we have the Queen of Cups in the recent past and the Queen of Cups in the mental body. And for those of you that are a sun, moon, or rising fire sign feminine, female, very strong message here for you, just because we have 3 queens going on. All right, this could also involve 3 different people as well, since we do have 3 queens. But there's some emotional body upset in the recent past, and now we are a bit stuck in our mind. But the reason why Spirit is saying be patient, be strong, is because there is going to be a victory, a happy movement in your favor in the very near future. And you coming through as the Prince of Wands, that's, you know, action, movement, and it comes in quite quickly. Here with Judgment surrounding the situation, there's an element of karma being balanced for you and for others, and for what it looks like for you, this is in a very positive sense. You are going to receive the communication or the messages or the clarity or the understanding that you are seeking. All right, but I just feel it's the long term is a bit slower moving than you had hoped for, but this is, you know, victory for you. Things are going to work out in your favor. So let's pull a couple more cards here. And you know, with the Two of Cups sitting at the base, this definitely involves another person. So this could be you and another person having some sort of conflict, or you're waiting on an answer from them. You know, you could be in a relationship with this person, or this could be somebody that's, you know, a stranger to you, and you're just waiting to receive news and information from them about something. So we're going to pull more cards to dig deeper into that. Okay, so we have unrealistic expectations and follow the signs, believe in magic. So this is going to work out for you, what you're asking about. There is going to be a turn of events, things shifting in your favor, okay? Absolutely. However, you've got to have different expectations about timing, and you've got to let the universe, you know, balance karma and align things over here with judgment coming through as the energy that's external to all of this. So it's really a matter of patience and timing, and it is going to work out for you. It's going your way. It just goes much slower than you were hoping for or anticipating, but follow the signs and synchronicities. Believe in the magic. There is victory for you in this. So let's pull some advice. And we have change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. And this would really be about your expectations regarding this situation. You've just got to shift your thinking a bit and allow the universe to do its job and put things into place for you. But it's absolutely going to work out, all right? You've just got to have more patience, and that's going to take a little bit of strength. So that is the messages from this first reading. Potentially there will be more information found in the second reading for you. You know, I'll pull another court card for that reading to see who it's predominantly meant to be for, but those are the messages for you with this first set of tarot cards. So I'm just going to clear the space to make way for the next message. All right, so let's get right in. Who is this message for? Okay, we have the Sage of Flames. So this is more fire energy. So if you are sun, moon, or rising fire, so that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or this could potentially involve another person, which would be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this would be a very strong message for all fire signs, whether you are, you know, Aries, Leo, or Sag, just with the Sage coming out. And again, this is for sun, moon, or rising. Strong fire energy. All right, so let's pull the tarot and see what messages come through. At the center of the situation, we have the King of Peppermills. So the King of Wands, fire. This is definitely about fire. Again, sun, moon, or rising. What sits on that is the Seven of Hats, the Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of, you know, confusion, daydreaming, uncertainty, or a lot of options on the table for this fire sign. So let's keep going. What sits at the base is the moon. Again, there's uncertainty here, especially with that Seven of Cups. And now we have the Six of Oysters, which would be the Six of Pentacles. So the passing energy was very flowing for you. It was a good flow, and maybe there's been a disruption to that. And in the head, we have the Two of Peppermills, which would be the Two of Wands. In the near future, we have the Four of Flamingos, which is the Four of Swords. So there is some rest, some recovery, some recuperation just up ahead for you. Next is the Five of Pentacles. This is how you're feeling right now. Defeated, rejected, not feeling like you have enough. Could be very lackful energy that you are currently experiencing. And the environment around you is the Queen of Hats. So this would be the Queen of Cups. So there could be a water sign involved in this, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have the moon sitting here at the base. Hopes and fears, we have the star. So you are being hopeful. You are truly trying to keep your mind on good outcomes and not give in to worries and fears and, shadow energies. And the outcome is the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Hats. So this is a very positive outcome. Your near future card, the Four of Flamingos, positive. The outcome to this is positive. But right now you are in a struggle. You are experiencing the challenge. You are worried. You are concerned. You don't know which way to go. There is a lot of uncertainty here, and there's a lot of emotion with the moon coming through at the basis. So if you are, feeling really sad, really down, really depressed, really worried, really concerned, try to give yourself some room and some space to breathe and tell yourself it's going to be okay. It's going to work out for me. Whatever's going on here is going to pass, and it's going to be in your favor, and you're going to have a period of rest, renewal, and recovery. If you are having an argument or a fight with somebody right now, would be, okay, we just need a timeout. We need to go into our separate corners so we can cool off, and we're going to get through this. We're going to make up, we're going to mend, and we're going to be okay. So any sort of misunderstandings that are heavily weighing on your heart, it's going to work out. You guys are going to mend and move through it. If this is about other circumstances in your life, especially around money, just hang in there. There's energy here in the recent past that is working in your favor. There is going to be options for you, so don't feel boxed in like there's no way forward. All is hopeless, just because you can't see different opportunities in this particular moment, because you're going to move into a period of rest and renewal and some healing here. And then it ends up with the 10 of Cups, which is ultimate happiness for you and overflowing from your heart and your soul. So this is like, don't worry, it's going to work out. Just go with the energy, go with the flow. So let's pull some more cards. We have returning friends. So yes, those of you that this is about an argument or disagreement with somebody, you are absolutely going to come to terms and make up and understand each other. It's just there may be a little period of cooling off that needs to take place first, so you guys can adjust your minds and your emotions. And we have you must decide. So with you must decide, that's the message we've already got, where, don't obsess, don't worry, believe that things are going to work out and this energy is going to pass, because I see that as the outcome for this situation, especially around a connection with somebody where we've had a falling out, a misunderstanding, a disagreement. Also, some of you with this returning friend, and you must decide. If you've been really thinking about reaching out to somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, you're like, I'm just waiting for the universe to give me a sign. This is the universe saying you've got to truly decide within yourself, do you want this person back in your life or do you not? Because if you're kind of like low key, not wanting them back in your life, but you would love to hear from somebody just because that would make you feel good and things like that, Spirit is saying that that's really, back and forth energy. And so any person that is separated from your life that you want back in your life, you've got to decide mind, heart, and soul that you want them around. And if they did something, you have to work through that and heal and forgive them to create the space for a reunion. Okay, so let's pull some advice. Prudence, don't be lured by the siren's song. So this is telling you, stick to your guns. And what are your guns? Looking up to the star, being optimistic, being positive, believing in the good for yourself, and believing that things are going to work out for you, because they are. You are going to have a period of rest and recovery, and then your heart turns into overflowing happiness and joy with that 10 of Cups as your outcome. All right, so those are the messages for this second deck. The first two were definitely for fire signs, so perhaps stick around and see if this third message is for a fire sign, because wow. And it was strong, because we had the confirmation of that coming in through the tarot as well. All right, and I just want to clear the space for the next reading. All right, let's get right in. So sun, moon, or rising of the zodiac that comes out. We have the Seeker of Flames, another fire energy. That makes for 3. So if you are a sun, moon, or rising, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, there's a message for you here. And for those of you where this involves another individual, they could be a fire sign. So if you're asking about a fire sign and you're not, this could hold your message. All right, so let's get right in and see what comes out in this message. I just want to, okay. All right, at the center we have the Empress. So there is an element of, fertility and abundance, or a lack thereof. So let's keep pulling and see what else comes out. On the Empress, we have the Six of Cups. So pleasure, nostalgia, connection of the past. At the root, we have the Six of Swords. In the recent past, we have the Universe. So there was a completion of something. I think you are missing somebody. For many of you. In your mental body, we have the Wheel of Fortune. You're hoping for a shift either in current circumstances or your current emotions. In the near future, we have the Ace of Wands. That's very positive right there. Where you're at, we have the Moon. So uncertainty, a lot of emotions going on for you. The environment around you, we have the Prince of Cups. So this could involve a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And hopes and fears, we have the Ten of Wands, oppression, things not going your way, things not working out as you had hoped, and the outcome is the High Priestess. Okay. So there is a lot of mystery around this reading with having the moon, the moon right here, and then the High Priestess is the outcome, and also a very strong emphasis of a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, also being involved in this. And if that's not the case, then there is a lot of emotions going on right now. So right here, what I see is, there was something that was thriving in your life, and this is either a relationship or some situation. And I'm going to be fluid like that since this is a general reading for many people. So with the Empress here, there was a situation or a relationship that was, very abundant and very rich. It was full of a lot of happiness and joy and experience. And right now we're missing that big time. Okay. okay? Why? Because the universe in the past, this means it ended, it completed, it was finished. Six of Swords at the base, I'm trying to move on, I'm trying to forget about this person, but up in the mental body, I'm hoping for, you know, a shift of energy. Either I'm hoping that I can, you know, finally let go of this person and heal and move on and move forward and have a new beginning, or it's I really wish the wheels of fate would shift and bring us back together for a new beginning, okay? Either way, there is a new beginning here in the very near future. Either we are talking again, there's a reunion, you meet somebody brand new, or you are finally going to be able to be free of this heartache. You're going to be able to move on, because here you are as the moon feeling, you know, very sad, very unsure. Some of you could really be keeping these emotions to yourself and not really sharing them with anybody else. And the energy around you is this Prince of Cups. So this is either, you know, a reunion, or this is a brand new connection coming in, which will help you move on and let go of this particular relationship. And usually I would really decide, but because we have the outcome as the High Priestess, that's where the outcome, there's mystery to it. Spirit's not going to give us the full story right now, as to preserve, you know, the timeline. And it's certain, if you knew certain things now, it would change like what you do and choices that you make. So again, there's an element of mystery about the final outcome of all of this, as to preserve the timeline, and you receiving every lesson and a bit of evolution down this particular path that you're currently on, because that's your path, that's your destiny. So there is a new beginning here for you. Spirit will give you that much, but is it with this person, or is it with a brand new connection? That could really go either way. And like I said, I know with the High Priestess coming out as the final outcome, that Spirit's saying there's only so much that can be said at this time, because, you know, we don't want the we don't want certain events to change because of information you come into right now. In fact, learning certain things right now might actually change things in such a way that you get an outcome that you didn't want. Okay, so just trust the process of this. So let's pull a couple of cards. Full moon manifestation. Yes, there will be resolution, there will be completion, and that's very positive energy. And look at that, prosperity. So whether this is again a person or situational, there is a new beginning here for you. There is a manifestation, prosperity, abundance, just like the Empress that sits here at the base of this reading. So, you know, where this abundant, prosperous energy was once flowing and then it completed, you're coming into a brand new cycle. There's a manifestation that brings a lot of happiness to you, and there's elements that Spirit wants to keep untold at this time. One, for the element of surprise and joy for you, and then two, again, to make sure certain events play out so you get the outcome that you desire. Right there is like you're going to be happy with the way things unfold. So you just really got to trust the path. Okay, let's pull you some advice. Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. Yes, so you've just got to really give things some time here and know the wheels are already in motion, and they're in the near future. There's a new beginning for you, whether this is situational or about a relationship. There's a new beginning coming for you, and you're going to be very happy. And that's the most important thing. You know, even though you may want all the answers right now, the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know is you're going to be quite satisfied with the outcome of everything. So just know that, okay? So I'm going to wrap this up and go into the next reading. It may or may not hold messages for you. The first three were about fire signs. So we'll see if we're 4 for 4 in the very last reading that I do here. So let me just clear the space of that energy. All right. So let's see who this is for. Sun, moon, or rising. Or could involve this particular zodiac sign. Okay. We have the Sage of Orbs. Okay, so this is for those of you who are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as a sun, moon, or rising sign, or those of you asking a question about a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So that's how you know if this reading is for you. So let's get right in and start pulling some tarot and see what the story is here. And I do feel these need a good shuffle. Like 2, I hear, in a row. All right. I guess all the cards that are meant for your reading aren't very close to each other in the deck. Oh, and I just put out the candle with that. All right. Okay, so we have the Chariot at the center of the reading. And what sits on top of that is the Knight of Cups. So we also could have some water energy being involved in this, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. At the root, we have the Seven of Pentacles. In the recent past, the Two of Pentacles. In your mental body, the Four of Pentacles. Your energy specifically, the Three of Swords. The energy around you, Justice. Hopes and fears, we've got the Sun. And the outcome, oh, you know what? Silly me, look at that. Spirit just was like, hey, what are you doing? All right, so hopes and fears is the Moon. I felt like something was missing. And the outcome is the Eight of Cups. Okay. So this particular reading, at the center here, we have the Chariot. There is a hope for victory, a hope for movement, but right now you currently feel really stuck, and in the recent future you feel like your hands were tied. You know, like there's nothing that you could really do. You feel between a rock and a hard space, and you're really hoping for an opportunity. And even in your mental body, it's like you're feeling that things are very restrictive, and maybe there's like a lot of selfish energy around you, a lot of unfairness around you, because with the Three of Swords here, and I'm actually gonna, since I don't do reverse, and I honestly, with the other cards, I really can't tell you if this is your sadness is lifting, or if there is a bit of sadness and you've just got to roll with it. So let's see here. All right, that one jumped out. Okay, good, good. That's all we needed. Okay, so in the near future, there is victory for you, okay? Even though right now things feel really stuck and tight and like you really can't move forward, and you're hoping and praying, you know, for an opportunity to hear some news, to know the answer, to have communication with somebody. Like there's just a lot of sadness and really restrictive energy around you. And this here, the Three of Swords, this is where you're at. But in the near future, that's shifting into the Six of Wands. That's feeling rewarded. That's feeling recognized. That's victory for you. And here you are represented as justice, victory for you. The energy around you is the Sun. That's very healing. Hopes and fears, you're kind of fearing the worst, but again, that's because you feel very stuck and restricted right now, or you really just don't know what's up ahead. And now we have the Eight of Cups, and so that's like you walking away, or something walking away from you. But remember, we're happy here, so let's pull a couple of clarifiers for that Eight of Cups. King of Wands, the Fool, and the Emperor. All right. So those of you where we're like really worried about I'm filling a job, you are going to have two offers, okay? And it's going to allow you to walk away from a really crappy job or a really crappy situation that you're stuck in right now. So know that in the future, there's these two opportunities that are coming your way with the Fool and the King of Wands and the Emperor. And there's a strong emphasis of fire energy as well that could be involved, offering you the job, giving you employment. So you have strong water energy and fire energy. So all of this can involve a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? But you have options. There's opportunities that are going to be presented for you, and that's why you are feeling victorious and happy and rewarded in the near future. And it allows you to walk away from some heavy energy. All this, and these are like the crappiest pentacles: 7, 2, and 4. The only thing that's missing is the 5, and that's what you're walking away from. Not having enough, feeling like you're spinning your wheels, feeling like you're not being appreciated in the recent past. Wanting to decide, wishing you had options, but feeling as though your hands are tied, and in the mental body not seeing any way out, any way forward. All right, and it brings you down. It makes you feel very sad. However, in the near future, remember, all of that is changing for you. Yay. And there are two offers that are going to come your way, or you're going to have two different paths that you can go down, and you walk away from this heavy energy. So whoa, okay. What do we have here? Oh, wait, I can't do that because I didn't shuffle these yet from the last read, and we need a good shuffle to make sure it is 100% energy of this read. And you know what? That probably happened, so I can, just let me, all right. I bet you there was some residual energy, and that's why that happened. Okay, so we have a true friend, and we have follow advice. Yes. Okay, so there is definitely somebody on your side, and any advice that you receive from this person that you know that you can trust after you see this reading, especially if they are a water or fire sign, trust the advice and follow it through. It will lead to good things, okay? And somebody really has your back, or if this is about like a job, they're really impressed with you. So any advice you're given, highly important that you follow it all the way through. All right, perseverance, stay the course. Yes, see, everything is going to work out. All is well. There are opportunities coming. There is somebody who supports you. And again, any advice given to you, follow it all the way through, and you will be successful. So those are your messages. I'm sending everybody lots of love and light. Take care.